Hello everyone, welcome to a new interview for Norway's national team. I'm Boomstox. Today I'm joined by REINSCHDRYET, who is Team Norway's flex player for this 2026 World Cup. Reinsch, how are you?
Yes, hello. I'm, well, as you said, a flex player for Team Norway this season. Yeah, I'm just here to step in if anything needs to be played or like any niche comps, you could say.
Mhm.
But I'm more like a supportive player of the team because of my experience since I've been playing like semi-professionally for quite a while, I would say.
Yeah, almost 4 years now since now you're 23 and you've been competing since 2022.
Yes.
From what I found, at least. You used to actually, as you said, after some great experiences, like the previous format of the Overwatch Champions Series, which there used to be 16 teams. Um, a while ago. Now, I think it was actually last year or 2 years. No, actually, 2024. No, 20, it was in 2025. This format that
I
was
think
used.
it
I
was
can't remember.
2023, I think. It was,
Was it?
yeah, I think it was
It's a while
the same year
ago.
as
It's
the
a really while ago.
last World Cup.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. And in this format, you were playing with Team Gambit, a Polish
yeah,
organization. You also competed in FACEIT League Master for 3 seasons, actually,
yeah.
with teams such as Gastitri, Velto, and Gambit again. When you look at your career in Giret, what do you feel like?
I feel like it's been real good. I started off like really starting to compete properly with my friends.
Hmm.
Like we have Jukers, for example, who's my friend from Sweden. We
UK,
also have like
exactly. Such a sweet
Echo,
guy.
Tobsi, and all of those guys, and also Ollie, as who's also a player
Hmm.
or coach now even for Team Finland this year. And fun fact, the first like proper team, except for like local in Norway, that I competed with was with La Jungle in France in the AFO, where we played on LAN
Hmm.
there,
Yeah.
and that was with Ollie.
La Jungle.
So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
I
both of our
remember
like
this
first
roster.
proper team.
Yeah, and I believe that you guys ended up top four. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's a great result for a first experience, if I may.
yeah, it was
It
really
looks like
real.
an amazing result. Yeah. So you
Yes,
went to the south of France for this experience. That must have been amazing, Range. Yeah.
it was really fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Got to meet
Yeah.
all the big leagues at that time, like FT God, and talk with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also talked with a lot with Ange, for example.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah,
I bet. Yeah, talking about experiences, I mean, you've been able to experience quite a few roles so far in your
yeah,
career since, as I told you before we started the interview, you competed in both Flex DPS and ITSCAN
yeah.
DPS roles, as much as I know. But 2 weeks ago, you posted an LFT looking for team as a tank player, range direct. Can you explain that choice of role swapping to us?
I wanted to swap to tank since I've gotten quite a little bit tired of playing DPS because I've been doing it for
Mm-hmm.
so long. And also, at some teams I tend to talk a lot and want to fight plan a lot. And usually people are used to that being the tank's job,
Yeah,
usually from my
very true.
experience at least.
Very true.
And and I feel like I've been told by friends that I would fit into that role if I wanted to go for it. And since I gotten tired of DPS, I thought it was at least why not try it? Why not try
Mm-hmm.
and see how it goes? So yeah, and I've also been playing a lot better on tank, I would say, than
Really?
DPS, at
That's
least in
interesting.
scrims
Better
and
than UK?
ranked. But then you can, well, all I gotta say is I don't know for sure because every single time me and him get against each
Hmm.
other, it's always some kind of creative plays. So it's
Okay,
like very
okay.
like back and forth.
That must be really funny of a
Mm,
matchup, that's for sure.
yeah.
Especially since you guys are great friends. But yeah, UK is such a sweet guy and
Yes.
some cheeky characters that he
Oh
has. That's
yes.
for
Oh
sure.
yes.
That's for sure. Uh, would you say that your flexibility is your biggest strength?
I would say yes, since when I feel like I need to swap around, I feel
Hmm.
confident in that swap and that it's going to work. You have players who stick to, for example, playing Cass all the time and
Hmm.
swapping to, for example, if they get Dove every single time and need to swap to, for example, Trace or something to try that around. They tend to be very passive
Hmm.
and not feel like they can perform the best they can.
Yeah.
And I feel I never lose that feeling, and I've also performed pretty well on those swaps as well. So
Mhm.
I would say it's my one of my biggest strengths. Yeah.
That's interesting. Talking about the strength, I mean, we just talked about flexibility, but you seem to tell us about your communication as well, kind of a leadership. I would say, would you say that you can be one of the leaders of Team Norway for this World Cup?
Yes, I could be, but right now Jesper Zweig, who you talked with earlier, he's been
I
really,
did. Yeah,
really,
he also claimed the captain role, kind of.
yeah, because he's used to talking a lot,
Yeah, he is.
same as me. And since we at the beginning we had a little bit struggle with a little talking, people didn't know each other too well.
Hmm.
But especially now recently, we got a lot more like closer, tighter as a
Yeah,
team,
I bet.
and falling into the roles. And yeah, so I think right now he's the one speaking the most.
Hmm.
And since I'm not at as of right now, I'm not one of the starting players. So it's good that we have someone in that can feel like take that team lead role
Yeah.
and make the calls.
Yeah. Okay, well that's great. I mean, you can't be alone doing that. I bet, especially out of the games. So it's great that you can help him out on that. Now a bit more personal question, Ranjit, if you
Yes.
allow me. What made you start competing, and what makes you keep going today?
Uh, I want to just compete since previously, when I was younger, I've always competed in athletics, gymnastics,
Hmm.
and also like soccer or football. I've always
Okay.
competed, and when I felt like I played ranked alone and sometimes with friends, and it went pretty well. Got like consistently top 500 since season 4 of Overwatch. Um, and I felt like, okay, this is kind of fun. I'm having fun with
Hmm.
this. Something else than always running around and do other stuff. And that really put me like it got the drive. We got a drive to do something, the
Yeah.
passion, you could say,
Yeah, I
and
get that.
it really ignited that competitive passion. And
Hmm.
it's been really staying consistent, I would say, because I feel
That's
like I can
amazing.
always get better, and knowing that I can get better is something that makes me want to keep getting better.
That's great. Yeah, the feeling that there is still work to do. There are goals to achieve definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been reaching quite a few goals so far in your career. I mean, competing in Overwatch Champion Series, as we said, competing in FACEIT League Master, as we said, even
Hmm.
qualifying in FACEIT League Master playoffs with Gasti 3,
Yeah.
which is quite a performance. At that time, especially since you were facing teams like Virtus Pro, this kind of stuff. So yeah,
Oh yeah. It was
yeah, I
rough. It
believe
was
it was
rough.
my one of my first ever Face League cast, by the way. And I remember you blowing my mind that day. I think it was
Uh,
against Virtus Pro. Uh,
I think we
but yeah,
started against Virtus Pro, and then
yeah,
uh, it was against Ostrix. I remember
yeah.
Ostrix,
Was
and
Pixino? I know you faced
yeah,
them at some point, and
yeah,
sadly
yeah.
you lost against them.
Unfortunately, they reverse
Uh,
swept us. I remember it was so
yeah,
sad
yeah, yeah.
because they
I
had
mean, these
Majid
people,
in
and I ended up
first.
working for their org, so I can't really
Yeah,
be
yeah.
sorry. Uh, Now let's tilt our focus to Team Norway. Obviously,
Yes.
this is the reason why we're here. This is the reason why you're wearing that jersey, REINSCHDRYET. It is your first time competing for your national team, even though you've been, starting competing since 2022. So your only chance was the 2023 World Cup, obviously. But what does it mean to you to play for this national team today?
It means a lot for me since getting on Team Norway as like representing your country means that you've done something right and you've done good,
Hmm.
in my opinion. It kind of lets you know for sure that you are doing well. You're on the right path, or you're doing
Yeah.
something right. And getting confirmation about that sometimes feels pretty good.
Mhm.
So for me, it matters a lot to get to play for Team Norway this year.
That's great. That sounds
Yeah.
really good to me, Range. Yeah. So going the right way. That's how we can resume that for
Yeah.
sure. How sure were you about making it into the team?
I was at the beginning. I was like, ooh, it's like 50-50. It depends on how I play.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I played decently, and I was surprised that there was so hard competition. Because
Mm-hmm.
originally I thought coming into it, it was going to be like, okay, I gotta try a little bit, for everyone sitting and watching at home.
Yeah.
And then it was surprisingly hard competition, as I said, and then I was like, okay, now I gotta like really try to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I tried enough to get in.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you,
Congratulations.
thank
I
you.
mean, that DPS role, because I assume that's the role that you trialed in for the team mainly. It has some great competition. We have Snowdrop, you told us about Jesper Swag. I mean, those are great names,
Yeah.
especially according to the recent seasons that we had in both FACEIT League and Overwatch Champions Series.
Yes.
So yeah, tough competition.
Yeah, and also Psycho as well, who's been previously like
Yeah,
a
Psycho
really
indeed,
good
who
player, and
comes
he's
back
still really good.
from retirement.
Yes, and
That's
also
some great
Isaac.
support.
Isaac,
Hmm.
because
Oh, you tried as a tank as well.
yeah, I tried on every
Okay,
role.
I did
So
not
I
know that.
played
Oh, every role.
scrims.
Okay.
Yes, so I played for every role, and that's probably why I was put in that flex
Mhm.
position,
I
since
see.
I felt I performed decent. Some roles I didn't play for too long, like main support. I
Yeah.
struggle a bit on because I like to go in a lot, and then I tend to
Mm-hmm.
die first. It's
Okay.
not
Well,
not
main
always of
support
it.
stuff. Main support stuff so
Yeah.
far. No, nothing too surprising.
Yes, but at least I didn't Ajax. At least I didn't
And
Ajax.
that's great. That's better than most of them. That's already better than most of them,
Yeah.
Regret. Maybe
And
time to roll swap to this role then. If you don't Ajax.
yes, and yeah, and then because on support it was either going to be like JP or Nexty from all of the scrims.
Yeah.
Reflect also trialed for flex support,
Mm-hmm.
but his
They chose
performance on main
to
support
pick main
was
support
yeah,
apparently.
yeah, because his performance on main support were a tad higher than the rest
Mhm.
of the
Yeah, he
options.
explained it to us. He explained it to
Yes,
us, and that seemed very understandable actually, and a great
yes,
choice. I mean, from him really that kind of sacrificing himself for the greater good, really.
yes.
So shout
A
out to
great
Reflect for
sacrifice.
that decision.
What a
Exactly.
good man. What a good man.
What a good man. What a good man with the great
Yes.
mustache and the great beard.
Oh, yes.
Um, REINSCHDRYET, you're telling us great things about your teammates so far. My next question was, how do you feel about them? Was mainly Overwatch focus, but how do you feel about them human, I mean, like mentality wise, personality wise?
I feel I feel it's really fun because in the beginning, people are a bit quiet and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Other than like Reflect and Snowdrop and Jesper Swag were like chill in the beginning, talking,
Yeah.
having fun, and Isaac and Psycho stuff were a bit quiet in the beginning. But I also
Mhm.
knew Isaac from before, and I also competed in my rivals with Psycho. So for me, it was easier to get to know them and have fun and joke around.
Mhm.
Uh, but it was a bit quiet in the beginning in scrims, and then as of the recent months, it's been really like we're having fun. That's safe to say. We're having fun now.
Yeah,
I've never seen Isaac laugh so hard one scrim.
that's amazing.
It's had to wipe tears out of his eyes and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually looking at the boot camps, the streams, and as much as possible. It seemed like the vibes are great, even though this person
Yeah.
was screaming a bit too much, according to most people, if I understood correctly. My next question now, Range Direct. What are you willing to bring to the team?
uh, I'm willing to push them. I'm
Hmm.
willing to challenge both the management and them to improve. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna I I'm not gonna tell them uh, that they're doing really well if they aren't doing really well.
Yeah,
I'm
I see.
in my philosophy at least is being brutally honest is sometimes a good way to make them feel like okay, I need to do something.
Hmm.
Some people tend to relax, like put their chair back and chill, because they feel
Yeah.
like they're doing enough when they could perform and try to do more. Just a little like squeezing out the best of them.
Get the best of them, really.
Yeah,
I get the mentality. I mean, that seems like a really important role, especially as a substitute.
yeah. It's not like I talk and like really push them too much. I feel
Hmm.
like our coach is doing that pretty well. Is
Yeah.
talking to them, making sure that everything's okay, and really like trying to get the team on the same page in
Hmm.
every aspect.
I see. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. Talking about your coach, you're working with Tabias, which is
yeah.
a very respected coach, especially in tier two of EMEA Overwatch. How does it feel to work with him for the first time? I assume.
I feel it's going pretty well. He's always, since I'm not getting playtime as much right as of
Hmm.
right now, he's always making sure with me like, oh, are you fine with this decision? Are you what do you feel about what we're doing right now, like competitively wise, and what
Yeah.
we're running as comps? So it's making sure to include every player, even the reserves, in almost every decision for the team, and really making the team as a team instead of having 5 front players and the rest like in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also been like, he's also coaching me in going through VODs with me also, and
Hmm.
sometimes every individual player when he has the time.
That's great. So it's not only a team coaching; it's really like making you all improve as a players for your personal career. I
Yes,
assume.
yes, and
And
he's
that
also
sounds
making
amazing.
he's also making really sure that because some coaches tend to be like, do this, and
Hmm.
just do it, and not making the player think of those decisions
Mm.
themselves. So they
Yeah.
don't. So they don't. They just play the game and don't think, instead of playing. Oh, we need to do this. Why do we need to do this? And how do we do it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
makes
I
us
got the
think about
chance
those
in the
things.
past to watch one of Tabia's VODs, and it was really interesting. And as you said, he makes the player think, he makes the people watching the VODs think about, yeah, why this play and
Yes.
how to make this play happen. Obviously,
Yes.
um, you just talked to us about the reserve that was actually present at the boot camp. That's something pretty rare, especially for a national team. Um, do you feel like they had a good time? I don't know. It sounds like a stupid question, but how did they introduce themselves to the team, and how are they able to today bring something to the players?
What we or the reserve players brought to the main team is like
Hmm.
that we're making sure that we're together as a team, and we may are making sure that we're not making people watch in the back or stand outside of the house and look in. We're making sure that everyone is involved and everyone is improving. And we also picked up the reserves for to make them better as well.
Hmm.
We're not here to only make the players. We're here to make every player involved, management, staff, players, all better at what they're doing.
That sounds amazing to me. I
Yes.
just love that it's like a common way for you guys to get better as players, not just as a team. And I feel like it's really important because it becomes more than just a World Cup for you guys. It's an actual opportunity to pursue your career potentially and actually get a
Yes.
chance in the biggest divisions like Master for some of you guys, obviously. Now let's focus to the World Cup. As expected, Reinsch is going to start actually quite soon, just a few days, 5 days. I believe you guys are starting on the Saturday facing Team UK. Actually, how do you feel before this matchup?
I feel it's going to be closer than people think. Since in previous scrims we had against UK, we've been it's been rough. But at this boot camp, I don't know. Well, I know what happened. Something
Yeah,
shifted.
really?
So we've been playing really well
Hmm.
the last 2 days of the scrims, of the days I mean, of the boot camp, and we beat Denmark in the scrims, and we also
Denmark.
performed well. We got a little bit handled by France, but that's when after that the shift happened. After the France
Okay.
scrim, it's what it really pushed us to put the passion first.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard everyone scream that much in scrims after that.
That's
It was
amazing.
we really stepped up our game, and that
Okay.
momentum has been going well only up from there. So it's
Mm-hmm.
looking really good, I would say.
That's exciting, Ranger, and to say
Yeah.
the least. My question was actually, do you think that you guys got better as a team? But I just got my answer
Yeah.
just now. So yeah, very exciting to see how are you guys going to perform against Team UK, which is on the paper the best team of the group.
Yes.
Definitely. Um, Talking about the bootcamp once again, Roger, it's the last question about the bootcamp, I promise, but
Yeah.
it's
Don't
really
worry.
something that's very important to me to actually highlight about your guys' journey. Can you tell us about how was this experience for you? How did you leave it, even though, as you said before, you didn't have that much playtime?
Left the bootcamp with like happy thoughts and
Hmm.
like a hope for the future, at least for not only for us as a team, but since we had like local teams around visiting, and we talked a
Hmm.
lot with like interviewers and esports organization in Norway and stuff. It's not only looking bright for us, but it's also looking bright for every kid around the area who might not be able to play football or do normal
Yeah,
activities, who don't have to feel the pressure for competing and like as a collective work together in esports, for example. Because
yeah.
esports in Norway is not the best looked on upon,
Hmm.
and we also want to make sure that it's well, it's not only people who don't do anything else in life that sit
Yeah.
and plays esports. You know?
And trying to make it as healthy as possible.
Yes.
I get that. I get that. Seems like a good message for the people watching and basically, I mean, the Norwich community, most importantly. Um, and je dirais that question is actually kind of tough. How confident are you about qualifying to the land group stage in Korea?
I would say let me think. Yeah, I'm confident. Didn't have
Okay.
to think too much, but I'm
Yeah, I get
confident
that.
because of the improvements we had this weekend really put the hopes up.
Hmm.
It really put the hopes up to make it. And I think we can do it if we keep this up.
That sounds
Definitely.
really good to me. That sounds
Yes.
amazing to me. Now, last question. I mean, actually, two last questions before we end this interview, Range.
Yeah.
Do you have any personal goals for this World Cup?
To perform.
Hmm.
Not only for me, performing is not only me performing, it's the team performing.
Yeah.
And since as of now, I don't know for sure in the future, but as of now, since I'm not on the starting players, you could say,
Hmm.
me performing would be to make sure that every player can perform to their max and
Hmm.
make sure that everyone's comfortable and well, most of all, having a good time.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. That's a great mindset, I would say, to end this interview on. Any last message for the people supporting you, the Overwatch fans that might be watching this interview, or any shout out to give to anyone?
Well, all I want to say is thank you for the opportunity, and we will make sure that it won't go to waste.
Thank you, Range. Thank you
Yes.
guys for watching this interview. It was a great pleasure to have you all. See you guys next time. Take
Yes.
care of yourself. Take care of your close ones. It was Boomstox, joined by Range Direct. Bye bye.
Okay.